Hello everybody. Today we will show you top 10 gaming mouse for 2020. Finding the right gaming mouse amid all of the options available can be a struggle. There are a lot of factors to consider, like how it looks, how it feels in the hand, the button selection and arrangement, the quality of its sensor, and whether you want a mouse that's wireless or wired. These details, minor as they seem, can have a major impact on your experience with the mouse you choose to buy. On the other hand, sometimes mice have features that get overblown and don't actually work as well as advertised. Why choose a gaming mouse over your average optical mouse? For one, the sensors on a gaming mouse are designed to be more responsive and accurate, with little to no smoothing or acceleration to throw off your aim. They're designed to have more accessible programmable buttons than a traditional mouse too, so you won't have to fumble around with your keyboard. If you want to be the best, your hands deserve the best gaming mouse alongside the best gaming keyboard. There are countless sizes, shapes, and weights, so find one that's best for you. There are also plenty of ambidextrous gaming mice, as well as gaming mice for lefties, too, if a goofy stance is more your style. In the last few years, most gaming mice have adopted very high DPI sensors, or, more accurately, CPI, so even a budget mouse will likely perform well. Most of these sensors are capable of extremely high DPI counts at up to 20,000 DPI. Pro gamers generally recommend lighter, more straightforward mice, with few buttons to get in the way. Lighter mice won't fatigue your wrist and are easy to glide across the mouse pad at high speeds. Anything below 100 grams is often ideal for competitive mice. But something has to be said about how powerful you feel at the helm of a nice heavy mouse. So, we have some recommendations for those, too. Number 10. BENQ ZOWIE FK2. While all of the mice were built exclusively for right-handed gamers, BENQ ZOWIE FK2 is an excellent option that's built for both right and left-handed players. There are plenty of other true ambidextrous mice out there, meaning that there are thumb buttons accessible on both sides, but the ZOWIE FK2 is a low-profile, high-performance option that doesn't cost too much. The FK2 works without the need for an installed driver. What's more, it's available in multiple sizes, and you can also adjust DPI and a few other settings right on the mouse. This isn't the most comfortable option out there, perhaps because it was built to suit two unique audiences, though it's tough to beat if you just want a simple, versatile gaming mouse. Number 9. Logitech G Pro Wireless. The G Pro Wireless is peerless when it comes to cord-free pointers, packing Logitech's excellent 16,000 DPI hero sensor and the kind of latency-free experience you'd expect from a wired mouse. Sitting just over the 80 grams weight mark, it's incredibly light, but unlike some lighter mice, doesn't feel cheap or disposable. Instead, it's crafted of high-quality materials and exhibits performance to match. Logitech designed every component in the G Pro Wireless to be as light and durable as possible, including shaving down the thickness of the chassis sidewalls without sacrificing composition or density. It also boasts a healthy 40 hours of battery life and is customizable, with buttons on the side panels that can be removed and traded out for smooth inserts, if that's your preference. You could also pair the G Pro with Logitech's PowerPlay charging mat and never worry about running out of juice again. The only real downside is the price tag. At around $120, the G Pro isn't cheap, but it's able to fully justify that cost with quality. Number 8. Logitech G502 Lightspeed Wireless. The original G502 has long been a classic, a favorite in circles that prize durability, accuracy, and high performance from their pointers. This refresh not only honors that legacy but actually improves upon it, with iterative but substantive changes that elevate a beloved classic to dizzying new heights. 16K hero sensor, and with a 7-gram reduction in weight over its predecessor, the G502 Lightspeed is also forward-looking by way of its compatibility with the PowerPlay charging mat. The mat not only charges the mouse on the fly but will actually recognize it and pair it with your PC without requiring the use of a USB. The G502 is also host to a number of other small quality-of-life features like modular weights that can be added or removed. It's one of the best wireless mice on the market, and priced accordingly, but if you have the cash to spare, the G502 is worth every penny. Number 7. Logitech MX Vertical. Comfort is one of the most important factors in choosing any mouse, gaming or otherwise, and the Logitech MX Vertical is best in class. Its ergonomic design allows you to comfortably rest your hand in a neutral position, meaning you'll experience virtually no strain, even across marathon sessions. Its top DPI setting, 4000, doesn't compare with some of the other gaming mice on this list, but it's still extremely precise, with a quality laser sensor that provides all the precision you're ever likely to need. You can also unplug it from your machine and run it wirelessly with virtually no input lag, and it's got a killer battery life. Just 3 minutes of charging time will net around an entire day of use. Number 6. Razer Viper Ultimate Wireless. The Razer Viper Ultimate Wireless uses Razer's new Focus Plus optical sensor that jacks the DPI all the way up to 20,000. That's the same as the Deathadder V2, pretty much higher than every other mouse here. The Viper is an incredibly accurate mouse with a 650 IPS rating, how fast you can move the mouse before it loses tracking accuracy, which is a very high bar for tracking fast movements, and again higher than anything else on this list other than the Deathadder V2. The battery runs about 70 hours before needing to recharge on its cute little charging dock, making it perfect for long gaming sessions. Despite having a good weight and feel overall, the buttons themselves feel a bit flimsy when clicked, which keeps it from being higher on the list. It's considering the high price and all the other great tech built into the things that rival some of our top picks. The Viper Ultimate Wireless is a great feeling ambidextrous gaming mouse that's insanely accurate with a good battery life. Number 5. Steelseries Sensei 310. The updated version of this SteelSeries mainstay, the Sensei 310, subtly reinvented a classic mouse. It needed it. Almost everything is new except the Sensei's ambidextrous shape, and that's exactly how it should be. Thanks to a new plastic, the Sensei is grippier and can shrug off a sweaty palm. SteelSeries is also using its own custom version of one of the best gaming sensors around, ensuring the Sensei 310 won't suffer from any tracking issues. The Sensei 310 fits in your hand just like the old Sensei, and is a great shape for either left or right-handed gamers looking for a mid-sized ambidextrous mouse. That means it has a pair of identical thumb buttons on the left and the right, a common issue for ambidextrous mice. It can be far too easy to accidentally click the wrong side's buttons as you grip with your pinky. The size and shape of the thumb buttons have been tweaked, making it easy to rock your thumb upwards to press them but keeping them out of the way of accidental pinky clicks. Anyone looking for a small, light, or ambidextrous mouse, this should be your first stop. Number 4. Razer Naga Trinity. The form and function of Razer's Naga mouse has come a long way over the years. Its latest version, the Naga Trinity, is the best yet. A small, comfortable mouse with a high-quality sensor and 3 interchangeable thumb grips, with button arrays ideal for MOBAs, MMOs, or general use. The MOBA array is the best, offering 7 buttons in a circle around your thumb. There are enough buttons to map multiple abilities, but not so many that they become an overwhelming samey blob. The Naga Trinity's side panels snap into place with strong magnets that don't wiggle at all when gaming. Otherwise, the Naga Trinity is the same as the Naga Hex before it, with a comfortable palm grip shape that includes a small pinky rest. Number 3. Corsair Ironclaw RGB. The Ironclaw is the best mouse we've tested for gamers with larger hands. While its design encompasses a strange blend of materials, from smooth matte plastic on the buttons to the diamond print, grippy rubber sides, to the unique, wavy rubber on the scroll wheel, each performs its function brilliantly. Instead of a single cohesive material, Corsair has designated one to suit each panel individually, which adds to the excellent overall fit of the mouse to make it feel really cozy gliding over your mouse pad. It's domed and curved to fit perfectly in the palm of right-handed gamers, and is one of the best feeling mice to grip I've ever tested. It does feel a bit weighty, particularly for a wireless mouse that doesn't require a discrete battery. While that means the Ironclaw feels just a hair more cumbersome than other, lighter wired mice, it also makes the mouse feel more significant and substantial. Number 2. Logitech G203 Lightsync. There are plenty of affordable gaming mice worth your money today, but few you can have complete confidence in quite like the Logitech G203 Lightsync. You might notice it's similar to the G203 Prodigy that occupied this same space before it. It's almost identical in every way. The only significant difference between the two is the inclusion of 3-zone RGB lighting on the Lightsync, as opposed to the single zone. It's not a huge change, but one that looks a treat and doesn't cost extra, in theory. If you can snag a bargain deal on the G203 Prodigy, we highly recommend that you move on it while stocks last. Number 1. Razer Deathadder V2. The Razer Deathadder has an all-around fantastic shape for all sorts of grips and hand sizes, and clients spent hundreds of hours playing games, using Photoshop, and browsing the internet with it. Despite years of iterations, Razer never messes with the Deathadder's shape. There's no reason to. The Deathadder V2 uses a 20,000 dpi Razer Focus Plus optical sensor, and while big numbers don't necessarily equate to quality, here they do. Razer's newest tech delivers flawless tracking, even if you move the mouse as fast as humanly possible. For the majority of games and gamers, the Deathadder V2 is a fantastic mouse. Its design is simple where there's no need for frills, with two perfectly placed, generously sized thumb buttons. It also has an excellent optical mouse sensor that will work on both hard and cloth pads, and it has the ultimate body shape for a claw or hybrid claw. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe for more helpful videos. For any comment, please leave in the section below.